back to SlydeBytes. A little bit of classic rock kind of playing intro there. But we'll get into a few different things with this video. First off, if you're not familiar with the channel, this is a budget guitar and gear review channel. All the equipment you see on this channel is my own as of right now, which is now September 2024. Oh my gosh, I dread September. I get older every year in September, and it sucks. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully this will be kind of a fun one for some of you guys, especially anyone who's interested in budget gear, because that's what this channel is all about. So yeah. So I got recently, you'll have probably seen, I'm thinking the week prior, the video on the Behringer vintage tube Overdrive pedal, the TO800. And in that video I mentioned that it's in the same development chain, same idea, obviously different companies, but the same overall principle of trying to sound like something like a TS808 tube screamer, something akin to that. And so when I was recording that video, I started thinking, and I didn't even mention it, that I kind of wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of those pedals and let you hear them and see, if they do sound pretty similar to each other. I don't own an Ibanez TS808, but I'm kind of more curious about this anyway because of how ridiculously expensive Bad Monkey's got. It does look like the prices have dropped a little bit, but that was like a cheap pedal when it came out and people went crazy over it. So let's compare it to a plastic case Behringer pedal. I have my own personal setup on my DigiTech Bad Monkey, which I use as a boost and as light gain on clean channel. Let you hear what this sounds like completely clean. We are on the bridge, so let's go ahead and So we are on the British voicing on the clean channel there. We are playing the Jaymz single cut standard in drop C. And nice little guitar. I haven't played this in a while. I don't get along with single cuts very well. I find them awkward for me, no matter where I'm standing or holding. I just find them clunky and unwieldy for me. They just don't agree with my body shape very well. But they sound good, and it plays well. So anyway, we're playing that through my Blackstar HT Club 40. Again, we are on the British voicing. We are on the clean channel, and we ran the Bad Monkey and the vintage Overdrive there. And could you hear a difference when I was switching? Probably, maybe not, probably not. I don't know. You tell me. So we're gonna keep my Bad Monkey on my settings that I use, which is pretty much the bog standard boost setting for just a little bit more gain. And we'll come over here, we'll look down at it, the pedals, and we'll try to see see how close they sound to each other, and if it's, maybe, is it even necessary to pay so much money on some of these pedals. So as long as you can see both those pedals, that's what we want. So here we have the Behringer TO800 tube Overdrive. So let's go ahead and turn that back on for a second. DigiTech Bad Monkey. They sound really similar. On both of them, you'll notice I have the gain dropped all the way to the minimum, which is how I use this boost. Without the gain on the pedals, you get a lot of gain anyway. So this is the clean channel just by itself. Vintage tube Overdrive from Behringer. Bad Monkey. So yeah, even without much gain on these overdrives, or no gain at all, you get quite a bit of crunch out of them either way. So you don't need a whole lot of that. And I'm using it as a metal boost, which, let's go and do that real quick. Let's go to the bridge and let's give you a little bit of a metal tone. This is the metal tone with no boost. We are running my, I forgot to mention, we're running my Caline Ghost Rain for some reverb. Alright, let's do some Bad Monkey. Alright, let's do the Vintage 2 Overdrive. I got a little carried away there. Alright, let's go ahead and shut the Ghost Ring off for a second. So, yeah, as you can see, they both do the same job there. Without the boost, with a boost. Yeah, they're doing the same thing, which is pretty cool. So let's go back to the clean channel. So now we got the reverb off and everything. Let's keep it in the middle position. Let's see if I can make these sound pretty identical. I think they sound close now, but let's start with the Bad Monkey, and we'll go to the Overdrive after that, and we'll just kind of see if I can dial it a little bit to sound like my settings on my Bad Monkey. Just because I'm just curious. If I can make this sound exactly, I make a $25 pedal sound like a pedal that's worth quite a bit more than that now. So let's try it. So I think this has a little bit more bass in it. Let's go ahead and increase the tone. I have an extra knob on the Bad Monkey, which is why I love it, because you do have more low end and high end adjustment. You don't get a mid range control, but Tube Screamers have a decent mid range hump in there. I don't really feel like I need too much extra on that. So let's go ahead and just bump this tone knob a little bit. Let's go back to the Bad Monkey. Let's play that same riff real quick. Tone, because it still sounds a little bit more bassy. That sounds pretty close. Give it a little bit more of a heavier chord here. This one sounds a little bit like it has a little bit more oomph behind it, so let's go to the bridge. a second there, sorry, to retune. Well, you know, single cut guitar with a G string that went out of tune. Alright, granted, I will admit, I am in drop C, so. But then again, these are heavy strings. Anyway, so, I think they sound very similar. I think the Bad Monkey is just ever so slightly sweeter. But again, when you're playing a high gain, let's with these settings, for example, let's do some high gain stuff for just a second. All right. When you're doing heavy gain like this, do you really hear a difference? Personally, I think the Bad Monkey just in general just sounds a tad sweeter. Is it worth, is it, let me be honest, is it that much more sweeter that you can really tell a difference? I don't think so. So now that we're at this point, let's go ahead and go back to the clean channel. Let's give it, let's go about mid gain on both pedals, and let's just hear what they sound like once you start getting more gain to them. I gotta be honest with you guys. My personal opinion, I love my Bad Monkey. I think it's a great pedal. I know people don't always love it, but I'm gonna be blunt here. Don't pay these prices. Don't pay exorbitant prices on a Bad Monkey, or on most Overdrives, in my opinion. This is a $25 Overdrive. If you can get past the fact that it has a plastic case, there's not that much enough. Honestly, in my opinion, there's not $200 worth of difference, not even $100 worth of difference between the two. This is a mildly sweeter. For me, I like it. It's my main boost pedal these days. But it is literally just a tad sweeter, and you have an extra control for dialing in the tone a bit more spot on, so it's a little easier. But honestly, this sounds very similar, and with one less knob. Yeah, this is actually doing a really good job. I'm really impressed with this vintage tube Overdrive. It's a little bit thicker of a sound, I think, than the Bad Monkey. I just wanted to try this out and just do some testing with you guys for fun. There wasn't really a huge point to this. It was just basically me trying to see if I could make a cheap pedal, budget pedal, sound like my personal favorite Overdrive with my tone settings. Anyway, guys, I hope this was fun for somebody out there. I hope it was helpful. I hope this helped somebody save some money out there instead of feeling pressured to buy something more expensive. Hunt around and kind of get an ear for things yourself. Try them out in person before purchasing. Listen to reviews and that kind of stuff. But, you know, these do sound similar, but they're supposed to. They should. They're both in the same, you know, development ideology here. There's really no reason why they shouldn't. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, I hope this was helpful for somebody. I hope this saves somebody some money. Give someone, you know, help someone narrow down their selection a little bit. So, yeah. Alright, so we're back over here. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you who come back and watch it, or for all your first-time viewers, anyone who stops by to watch this channel, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. You mean the world to me. It means the world to have anyone out there listening to anything I have to say at all. So anyway, if you guys are, you know, if you like what I'm doing, if you feel like I've earned it, you might consider dropping a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, because this has helped this little guitar channel grow, and I am trying to build a budget guitar community here that helps each other find, you know, budget gear, save money, that sort of thing, and just talk about guitar gear in general, because I'm a nerd for this stuff. I love it. I absolutely love guitar, love the culture, love music. So yeah, whether you're a blues guy, metals guy, regardless of what you are, what kind of music you play, I try to kind of cover a little bit of everything. And I'm kind of a jack of all trades myself. I'm mostly a metal guy, but I do love playing blues and grunge and all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, you can find a home here, hopefully. And speaking of that, I do have a membership program if you're interested in it. It starts at $1, and there's another tier that's $2. If you're interested in that, you know, no pressure. I'm working on trying to come up with some ideas for that. If you have suggestions or things you'd like to see over for that, let me know. That is actually a big help, because I've never had anything like that before. Never had the option. But yeah, I do have a membership program now, and that's just going to help fund the channel, because guitar gear is expensive. But again, I work a full-time job. I have bills to pay. I get it. No obligations, no pressure. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys like the way I play, if you like any of the background music, I'm not sure there will be much in this one, but anyway, if you like any of that, you can also check me out over on TikTok, Instagram, and X. I'm back over there posting again. It's been a while, but I am posting up all my stuff on those platforms too, or at least starting to trickle stuff back over to X, but most of my original music, things like that, are on Instagram and TikTok. You can always catch that over there. You'll see this gear in action playing original music that I've written. So yeah, that's always a good time. And yeah, I think that's all I've got for you for this week. Always more content in the works. Keep shredding, partners. Again, I really do appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, be kind to each other. Be kind to animals. Thanks. See you soon.